you're going to struggle unless you're deep like Oklahoma.
For the tap. As in Chicago, they'll meet in Los Angeles in mid-March.
They're going to start off on Jalen Smith on LeBron.
Put some size on James. They've got Okoro on Doncic. They left Smart as White was helping in the paint on Ayton. Vucevic gets the position. It's tapped to Laravia, who tries to dribble back out. LeBron, who's always strong in the paint. Good contest by Smith. Nice shot by LeBron James, who has the first two of the night. The all-time leading scorer in NBA history. Here is Kobe White, firing away, off target. White with 4 straight 20-point games. Buzelis guarding LeBron. Used to have his poster on his wall. James fires in and out.
Well, idols become rivals.
And Buzelis said, yeah, I don't have that poster on my wall anymore. We're playing him now. Exactly. And he played very well against the Lakers in both games last year. The Bulls swept both games last year. Nice cut by Okoro. Good find by White.
Again, when the Bulls are moving without the basketball and getting 30-plus assists, they are tough to beat.
That has been the case during their current 4-game win streak. They've averaged 35 assists a game in those 4 wins. White switches on to LeBron in the post. Cross court, Doncic, the leading scorer in the NBA. Oh, that's just way too easy for Luka Doncic.
I'll tell you, the screens they're setting are moving. Keep an eye on that.
Good rotation. Vucevic finds Jalen Smith.
There you go. Bang, bang, bang.
Bulls take the lead. Smith has been shooting well as he makes his 5th consecutive start. He's made 14 threes now in those 5 straight starts, counting that one. Okoro on Doncic, who looks like he's in much better shape this year. Over Okoro, rebound Smith.
Good defense by Isaac Okoro on him.
He's been a very strong 2-way player as of late. He muscles past Doncic into Ayton, and he needs help.
He's going to be able to get by Luka every time he takes the ball to the foot. Everybody's got to be ready to move, though.
Vucevic passes out of the double. Okoro is deterred by Ayton. Doncic slings it ahead for LeBron James. Into White, takes the contact and scores.
He's still a strong dude.
Age 41, season 23, the oldest player in the NBA playing right now.
Yeah, he's got that old man strength.
Buzelis from White, a 3. 20 straight games of the triple for Matas Buzelis as he continues to climb his percentage. Bulls up by 2. Now guarding Doncic. Trying to stick with him. Good contest. Nice move in and out. Vucevic taps it out for Buzelis. Into Smart, the former defensive player of the year. Cannot stop Buzelis.
Yeah, he's just too small. Nothing he can do about that. He needed good position defense. But Matas 6'10".
Nice pass. Doncic perfectly placed for Ayton.
Well, you got to get back defensive. You can't let Ayton outrun you down the floor.
Ayton coming over from Portland after the last 2 seasons with the Blazers, having a strong year. Here's Buzelis looking for White. Can't get it to him, so they rotate to Vucevic.
Going to the post. He's got Marcus Smart on him in the post. He goes in there.
Okoro flashed. Everybody touching it. 3 on the clock. Buzelis had it stripped by James. Doncic with the touchdown feed from him.
See, this is a team you're going to have to take advantage of their switching. If they're going to play little guys on Vooch, he's got to get in there and post up. We talk about it on a nightly basis. He's doing it lately, but you've got to do it against this team because they switch so much, Adam.
Smart gets pushed out of the way by Kobe White. He wanted an offensive foul. He did not get it. And in the early going, it feels like this veteran officiating crew is letting these guys play.
Well, that was like bullying the sandbox right there. Kobe just bullied him.
Nice feed, but it was a good deflection by the Bulls, and here comes Buzelis off the giveaway. Lob, Smith.
And you see, he tried to take a charge.
Marcus Smart did it. He is pleading with Tyler Ricks for the call.
Well, you never get a call like that on a break transition 3-on-1.
And again, it just feels like this might be one of those nights where the officials, with Scott Foster, who's been doing this forever as the lead official, letting these guys play physically. And the Bulls, to their credit, have played some opponents like that as of late, including Boston, and have played much better. LeBron misfires, rebound Smith. We have not had a whistle in the first 4.5 minutes. White on Laravia, the former Memphis Grizzly. Stop, pop, elbow, yes.
He just took him off the bounce that time. Laravia is a pretty solid defensive player. That's why he's in the lineup.
He's their leader in steals this year with nearly 60.
they're still looking for a lockdown three. That's why you're hearing the trade rumors, looking to get that small forward defensive player.
Doncic finishes, and there's the first whistle. It comes 5 minutes in with a Billy Donovan timeout. During this 4-game win streak, their shooting has been phenomenal. They've made 83 threes over this last 4-game win streak.
Bigs that can shoot the basketball. Of course, you got to draw the defenders out, which opens up a lot of spacing. If guys can't shoot, they just pack the lane.
Smith, no. Rebound, James. That first foul of the night was on Marcus Smart, who's working on Herder. James picked up by Okoro. A couple of former Cavaliers, and James one opportunity.
Oh, he got away with a hook.
Full problem that you could have, feeling some sciatica.
Yeah, that's
Who
no
among
joke.
us? Nobody picked up Buzelis, and he hit the three. Boy, he was too open. Doncic was looking around at his teammates like, hey, does somebody want to pick up Buzelis? Ayton and Smart came out. They've got Jackson Hayes and Gabe Vincent in the game.
He's a rim runner, so you got to be ready back on the backside. He's getting ready to throw it to him.
And Smith was able to deflect it. What a pass by James. A bullet to Vincent. Floater over. Smith won't go. Nobody was down there for the rebound, and Herder saves it. He outlets to Buzelis. Shut off by LeBron. Herder, the first NBA game winner of his career on Saturday. This fires a three here. Knocked it down with .2 to win it for Chicago against Boston on Saturday. Doncic, Hayes, James, LaRavia. Good ball movement. Great look. No good, though.
They have not made a shot from outside the paint. Everything's been in the paint. 14.
White finds Okoro, back to Kobe. Couple of pumps and the jumper.
Oh, nice shot. He had to shoot that over the 7-footer. Jackson Hayes.
And then LaRavia was shading a little bit too. LaRavia's it's a solid wing at 6'7". Here he is on the attack. Into Hayes. Flips it up and in. Jackson Hayes scores at a 77% rate on all of his shots. Most of them, just about all of them, come from inside. It's one of the best shooting marks in the NBA.
Well, it's amazing. Should play more.
Yeah. Trap here. Okoro got it to Herder, who lost it. Punched out to Buzelis. Extra feed for Smith, and a three.
Bang, bang, bang. Jalen Smith, good hustle. Kevin Herder to keep that ball alive. 50-50 ball, was able to tap that ball out and keep that possession alive for the Bulls.
Smith's made all three of his shots, 2 from the outside, as he continues to shoot well from out there. Doncic hits the three. Luka Doncic right around 34%, but he gets into these stretches where he can make them at a high clip.
Well, and he's got so much range. I mean, he's open as soon as he walks into the gym. The Bulls have got it.
Really attacking him late, and that was, at least talking to the Lakers people, they felt it was probably the best defense he'd played all year. Can he sustain that is the question, and for the most part in Luka's career, that hasn't been the case. He flashes to the post against Dalen Terry, who's in the game, playing for the first time in a while, and he commits the foul. Terry is a shade over 33 points per game. He's not scored less than 24
off the dribble. But where he gets you in that post, he's got so crafty down there, and he's back to the basket. He can go either way. He's got shot fakes to get you up in the air, and he can finish.
Last time Bulls and Lakers met in this building, Josh Giddey hit a half-court game winner. You've probably seen it all day if you've been online at all. Here he is against Doncic. Slings it out. Terry fires, blocked by Hayes.
Well, he covered a lot of ground.
He sure did. Jackson Hayes can extend at 7 feet tall, and he's athletic. Here's Rui Hachimura. Pull-up jumper in the paint, gets the nice bounce. Hachimura was key in their comeback victory against Dallas the other night.
He's a super sub. He can come in and get you buckets.
Williams, he had a nice game the other night against Boston.
And he shot that over Jackson Hayes.
A 10-point night for Williams against the Celtics. Nice save and a great job by both. Smith to save his career a few more years, but this could always be the last time you get to see that player in your building as Dosunmu floats it in. It's you said it every time we see Steph Curry, we see Durant, we see LeBron. You go, appreciate these guys when you have the opportunity to appreciate them.
I'll tell you what, he takes great care of his body. I can still see him playing a couple of years and being very effective in what he does. I think coming to grips that if he stays with the Lakers, it's Luka's team, and just, you know, just pass the torch, because he's still a number 2 option, no matter what.
Most in NBA history. A block by Hachimura as he got it out of the hands of Vucevic on the dunk. And here comes LeBron down the paint. It probably should have been a foul on Herter. And the Bulls get away with one, but they're down 7 now after leading by as many as 6. Giddey finds Dosunmu, sets, squares, can't connect on a 3.
Well, you've got to guard LeBron James as a committee. You can't just let him get downhill and go at you.
Now Vucevic has to step out, and now LeBron and Luka have combined for 29 of the 42 for Los Angeles.
It's a 16-2 run right now by the Lakers. A turnover.
A knockaway by Dosunmu as they get it back. Here's Giddey. Giddey working on Smart. Takes it into the post. Dosunmu trying to get on track. That won't go. Vanderbilt the rebound. And Iowa shot 52% from 3 this month. Tries to contest a deep LeBron triple. Tapped by Vanderbilt, but grabbed by Vucevic. Outlet to Herter. Good job by Giddey on the floor, and then he gets it blocked by Hayes into a wedgie. And it'll be a jump ball.
The ball every single time, and he's a really excellent shot blocker and rim protector.
He's playing about 17 minutes a night. You got Drew Timme in there. Was on a 2-way deal.
He had a good game a couple of nights ago.
He's had some nice moments this year. Only played 9 games for Brooklyn last year. Here's Vanderbilt. That 3 won't go. Good position by Vucevic on Hayes. He's down by 9. Dosunmu all the way. Going downhill. But it's an offensive foul as he got. This guy does something special. It's LeBron against Okoro. The screen from Ayton. Good hedge by Vucevic. Good recovery by Isaac. And good defense on the contest. White finds Giddey. Trying to sweep through, rips past, and is able to score on Laravia, even with Vanderbilt chasing him down.
Vanderbilt thought he had a chase down block.
I think he may have made contact too with the ball. Here is Smart into the post. Now LeBron against Buzelis.
You got to send him to the middle. Don't let him go baseline.
Powering to the baseline and one.
If you're modest, you cannot give up the base. No help, and he is too big and too strong to score that bucket.
A Nissan drive to the hoop for LeBron. Shop NissanUSA.com. He has a season high for first half field goals with 8 of them. Vucevic in the paint.
They need more of that.
First points of the night for Vuce. They come in the lane. Here's Smart against White. White trying to bang away against him, and then Smart is able to flip to the baseline.
They didn't give him the flop.
White travels and probably should be, yeah, that's a traveling violation for Los Angeles. DeAndre Ayton, nice move, and he gets the bounce. Up a dozen is Los Angeles, their largest lead. Lakers on game 4 of an 8-game season-long road trip.
Oh.
Turnover for Chicago. That's their 6th.
Not very good. Not a good defensive team.
Lakers aren't traditionally great. They're 25th in efficiency. They're giving up about a league average in terms of points while playing around league average in pace. 5 to shoot for DeAndre Ayton. Working on Smith, the former Suns. Knocked out of bounds. And it will go the other. Teammates are banging away down low. I will be fascinated to see the Bulls tonight. This has not been a great shooting start from the outside. So where do you generate your points from? And how do you do it? Nearly a turnover. Buzelis saved it. And then threw it away to Laravia. Here comes the shoulder.
Well, right now, the Bulls are just playing hot potato with the ball. They got to settle down.
At times already.
The Bulls are showing too much respect to this team. They're showing, they're like the Lakers won championship last year or something. There's just too much respect.
They like Laravia, too, with what he's brought. He's taken over for Austin Reeves in that starting lineup. Buzelis. He has hit a pair of threes. He's got 2 of the 6 Bulls makes from outside.
Now you got to go in. If you're guarding LeBron like Modest is, you got to play him physical.
Yeah. He's got the size advantage, certainly trying to front LeBron down too. Force him to the paint, you said, right?
Yep, to the middle.
Don't let him go to the baseline.
See, there you go.
So into the help that time for Io, and it is going to go the other way to Chicago.
Whoever's
There's White. Gets into the paint, can't get away from a strong defender in Smart. Okoro to Kobe. Coffin corner, he stepped out of bounds. And
that little raindropper, because they're not allowing these guys to drive all the way to the rim. They're closing the paint down.
There's a very high screen from Ayton. Smith is helping out, and then Ayton gets the rim run off the perfect pick and roll action right there.
If you're the backside guys, you've got it. You read your scouting report, you know it's coming, and you've got to be in position to steal that pass or knock it away.
Kobe White on three.
Bulls definitely needed that one.
He is one away from tying Kirk Heinrich for second most in Bulls history. There's Doncic. Okoro sticking with him. Doncic flips it. Smart drives it. Picking up slack into the paint, and a foul on Chicago. Presents the Los Bulls watch party February the 5th, a Thursday. Cheer on the Bulls Saturday night, now hanging in the rafters for the first time for a Bulls game. And of course, Benny the Bull in his press conference earlier today indicating that he will follow suit and change the #1 that he's been wearing for a long time. 5 minutes to play, first half. Giddey trying to slip it, not a good pass, picked up by Smart.
7 turnover in the quarter.
After just 2 in the first, here's Doncic. Patience, the kick, no one to Laravia for 3.
Boy, I tell you, he's so crafty down there. He had like 5 fakes. Behind the back, around their head.
Ball fake, pass fake, behind the back fake, ball fake, and then kick for 3. Vucevic to Giddey for 3. Giddey's hit a pair. He did not score much the other night, just 4 points, but he had 8 rebounds and 10 assists off the bench. It's 3 straight games he's been back since the 11-game absence due to the hamstring. All of them off the bench. Doncic. Okoro, good contest, but a nice finish by Luka. He and LeBron with 36 combined.
I tell you, Luka asked for a foul every single time down the floor.
I think just about every NBA player feels like they're asking for a foul down the floor.
No, he does it excessive.
At an impressive level almost.
Oh my goodness.
Kobe, kick. Okoro fall out of bounds. Oh boy, they look out of sorts.
They haven't won a championship since the bubble. You're showing too much respect for them. You got to do what you've been doing on your little win streak right here. It's basketball. They put their clothes on the same way you do.
Foul on Kobe here as he swatted. Laravia again off an easy Doncic feed, and Jake Laravia looking good to start the night.
Well, they're allowing him to shoot wide open jumpers. They're not even closing out on him.
6 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds for Laravia. He's guarding Vucevic right now.
Got to give it to Vuce. That's your best matchup.
Giddey's going to launch a 3. Josh Giddey's helping keep the Bulls afloat right now.
Yeah, he's 4 or 5 for the field, 3 or 3 for the 3-point line. But you got to get that ball to Vuce. He had Laravia stuck on his back. You got to throw that in there and let him go.
4 straight outside makes for the Bulls. Here's Smart. That's good. He answers.
And he was wide open. There wasn't a Bull within 10 feet of him.
Back up to the largest LA lead at 17. White, Giddey staying on the 3-point line, and he misfires.
All right, Ayton's running. They got to get back.
Doncic draws on a Okoro foul. That'll be his second. Only forced 5 turnovers in that first half. They scored 9 off of them. Bulls themselves, though, turned it over 10 times just in the second quarter. 12 for the first half.
But they're becoming a much more just a perimeter team against this team. They're not getting the cuts to the basket that we saw in other games.
That was just their second offensive rebound of the night. Bulls have only shot 2 free throws in this game as well. Here's Smith, another 3. This one goes down the well. His 3rd of the night, and Jalen Smith has hit 16 of them in the last 5 games. All of them have been starts.
So again, more minutes, more production.
Just like that, it's down to a 10-point game. Bulls trailed by 20 for this 10-0 run over the last couple of quarters. Luka comes right back down and three, his third of the night. He and LeBron each with 20.
Well, you got to play Luka Doncic like an all-NBA player. Like, you've got to get up in him. You got to get hands up when he shoots the ball.
Carrying violation.
Yeah, you definitely had to call that one. We apologize. Further review, that was a good call.
Nice fake, and glides to the cup against Okoro, who had done a nice job in the first half. He made him look silly there.
And then no one came over.
No help.
There's no one help.
Oh my goodness, that's
You can get that shot anytime.
by Kobe White.
You can get that shot anytime. You're Kobe.
Oh boy. It's these little moments, these little stretches that compound. LeBron, that quick turnaround three. Now White can push with Okoro into Doncic with the layup.
Yeah, that's one of the few opportunities they've had on the break.
There's LaRavia. He's going one-on-one with Buzelis and just flings it up there off the glass. White and LaRavia have made a couple of ill-advised shots these last couple of trips. Much better look that time, and White made a nice play to Vucevic for three. Very similar to the play he made to give it up for Herter on Saturday night for the game-winning three.
Well, again, trust your teammates. They got a better shot than you do. Make that pass.
Vucevic has his third field goal of the night. Smart, nice spin. Left hand, no. Left it short. It's 5-on-4. The Bulls push.
Yeah, they're kind of just jogging up the floor.
Kobe will take it and knock it down. Kobe White has tied Kirk Heinrich. 7 on an extended 18-5 stretch going back to the end of the second quarter.
High screen.
Ayton used it. Luka Doncic steps back for the three again.
If you're Vooch, you've got to get up there. Because that's too high of a screen, and Doncic is too good. He'll get a shot.
He's got all 8 of the Lakers' points in the quarter. Okoro answers.
He said, "You're gonna hit a three. I'm gonna hit a three."
LeBron was frustrated because he was right up on Isaac and didn't really put the hand up. You have to wear down Luka and LeBron.
They got a foul.
And he's going to the free throw line. That will be a Kobe White foul. And online at shop.bulls.com. Learn more at bulls.com/statement. Now that one rims out.
And I think the best thing that happened to him was that, you know, the feeling that he got traded, how hurt he was.
Yeah.
Because he got himself in shape quick.
All this discussion about his weight and all that, we couldn't trust him, and whatever stories and narratives you want to follow, he has answered them yet again, leading the league in scoring this year. White pumps, fires, around and down.
Give me the hot sauce, Kobe White.
As he passes Kirk Heinrich, he is all alone on the Bulls' all-time three-point charts.
The Bulls have made a run here now. They cut it to 5.
But it's still a long way to go. 20 minutes of game time left. Doncic wheeling around, looking for his 5th three of the night.
Listen, there's nothing that Isaac can do about that. That's such a high screen and a very physical screen. Until the Bulls bigs get up and help him and give him a little support so he can get around that screen, that's going to be a wide open shot all night long. That's why they continue to run that play.
They love the high screen with 8. Nice cut. Buzelis with the jam.
Jake LaRavia got there early, but you still made a poster.
A little back cut there, and Okoro with a nice find as the Bulls have 22 assists on their 29 made baskets, a very high clip, 75%. 8 misfires. Here comes Buzelis, Bulls down by a half dozen.
That was a good show that time by Vooch.
Yep.
On the double team. They blitzed the pick and roll, and Jalen Smith got over there and made that difficult shot for Ayton.
Okoro into Doncic, the kick out, White, another one.
Oh, bang, bang, bang. That's a heck of a play right there because Isaac drove baseline, and instead of Kobe just standing in his spot, he came back and made himself available to have a wide open jump shot.
Now Kobe White starting to feel it. He's hit 4 threes. He's got 20 now for the 5th straight game. Doncic, no. Rebound Smith, a 3 can tie it. After the Bulls trailed by 20 in the second. Here's Smith, inside, Vucevic, and he'll go to the line on a smart foul.
What a pass. Okoro to the baseline and got a wide open look.
As Kevin Herter took his 5-game streak of 20-plus points. He's looked sharp since missing some time earlier this year with the calf injury.
Well, he again is one of those guys that he can get going, and then all of a sudden the floodgates open up. He can go on a streak for you, and he's finding his spots.
Vucevic has switched out.
Where's your help? Send him left.
Here is LeBron.
He tried to go and give and go.
White, the hesitation, the kick, Okoro, back to White. Pump, and now Laravia gets back.
Vooch said, slow it down. Let me get in the picture, big fella.
The Bulls reset, looking for the lead. And Buzelis trying to give it to him. It's short. And LeBron taps it into the air to himself. Moses Malone-esque rebound. Here is Luka Doncic against Buzelis. Oh, what a pass by Doncic to Laravia, who misses.
I don't think anybody saw that pass. It went around a couple people's ears.
He makes passes like that on a pretty consistent basis.
I'm telling you, he's his generation's Larry Bird. I mean, seriously.
Oh, White had that one deflected by Laravia. 14th Bulls giveaway. Here's Smart. Accelerates past Buzelis and one. Gets the continuation, and LA holds off. Marcus Smart finishes off the three-point play. Got a buyout from Washington. Signed a 2-year deal with Los Angeles.
Actually, he probably was so happy.
Oh, it goes from them to a potential contender. Exchange between Smith and Giddey. Buzelis fires off the back rim, and here comes Los Angeles on the push with Doncic. Herder trying to slow him up. Draws contact, and he'll go to the line.
That time, ages 3 to 17. Visit bulls.com/KidNation.
Listed by Atlanta at number 3, part of the Trae Young trade. And then last February, that shocking deal that kind of flipped the NBA upside down as he got sent to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, I tell you what, the Lakers lucked into getting a generational talent. When one is getting ready to retire at some point, you find another superstar.
Does feel like that passing of the torch is taking place. Nice find by Dosunmu. Nice fake by Herder, but the three wouldn't go down. It's tapped to Doncic. Here he comes trying to push the pace with the Lakers up 6. Behind the back, Vincent saved it. He got it to Hachimura.
I'll tell you what, Luka, man, when he would have been able to complete that play.
Give credit to Vincent for saving it. Williams, no on the 3. Long rebound. Good job by Dosunmu to flag it down. Drives into Doncic to the cup. Kick out for Smith. Here's Herder attacking the paint. He gets shut off. Dosunmu closed out by Laravia. Bumps into Doncic.
And one. 3 the hard way. Io Dos Tres.
App. Stream the game on up to 3 devices at a time. You can sign up for your free 7-day trial today. Dosumu's got double figures. Yet again, he's been one of the top scorers for the Bulls in the month of January. Doncic, the top scorer in the NBA and one of the best assist men in the game. He gets another one, and Rui Hachimura is 6 of 7, 3 from outside, 15 points off the bench.
Well, Josh got too deep that time and got picked off by, it looked like, Hayes.
Nice job by Williams with the left off the glass.
Yeah, he got himself down there on the baseline and got screened off. He could not get out to Hachimura. He is making you pay right now. You got to slow him down.
Doncic, oh, there's that little acceleration and then the use of the strength into Josh Giddey for the nice lay-in.
I tell you what, man, he looks about the best you've seen him in shape-wise.
16 in the frame, and now Dosunmu with a reach and foul. J.J. Redick
He's that quarter.
Missed their last 9
They missed
of them.
the last 9 of them.
They were shooting over 50% at one point. Now down to 41. LeBron, that patented turnaround jumper won't go. Giddey was able to knock it away from Vanderbilt, who wanted a foul. White finds Giddey, who's running the floor, and he draws a foul on Marcus Smart.
We always talk about consecutive stops.
Bulls have given up 34 or 35 in each of the.
And they'll run most of their offense through him.
And don't forget, Austin Reeves, it's possible that he comes back Wednesday when they go to Cleveland for Game 5 of this 8-game road trip. Granted, one of those games was in LA against the Clippers. Nonetheless, still 8 straight away from home. And Reeves could come back as soon as Wednesday, our buddy Dave McMenamin reporting. Rui Hachimura is 8 of 9 for 19 points.
This is why you never question LeBron's IQ. He understands Hachimura's hot.
Yep.
He signaled that play to get Hachimura that jump shot. I mean, that's just an unselfish play from a superstar player that I don't think really gets the respect that he deserves as far as being so highly smart with the basketball IQ. Look, right there, almost got that steal.
Remember LeBron's streak of 1,200
basketball plays. You got to give him his credit. He makes the right basketball play. Nice play.
Oh, the sideline out of bounds wizard. Josh Giddey finds Vucevic for a chance at 3 on an 8 and foul.
And you
mention on this, the 6-year anniversary of Kobe Bryant's passing. He was much more like Jordan.
Yes.
LeBron has always been much more like Magic Johnson. I know the comparisons because of the longevity, championships, all that have always been LeBron and MJ. There's that same play action, the rare miss by Hachimura. But LeBron has always had a Magic Johnson style of playing this game. He's always been heady, always high IQ, even at a younger age.
Well, you know, like I said, he takes a lot of heat, you know, for some of the things he says, some of the things he does. But there is no denying what he means to this game.
Buzelis, one away. He's been off on a couple of threes badly tonight. It will stay at this end of the floor. I think they're going to bring the shot clock back down, unless they say there was a change of possession on the save.
You got hit in the mouth right there.
Bulls have now missed 10 consecutive threes. They were 16 of 30.
A spot-up shooter. If he's hitting them, great. It's when he's not hitting them.
For the shot clock. Nicely done again. The excellent inbounds pass from Giddey to a cutting Vucevic. That gets the game back down to a 10-point game with still 10 minutes to play.
Well, you got to get stops here.
They got Smart at the controls. Smith trying to stick with LeBron. That was a tight pick and roll in very close quarters as LeBron comes.
He falls down on the ground. You know, he's looking.
Come on, man.
Well, it's just like the league's always been. There's been guys that come on afterwards. You know, people thought when Magic in this league, star-driven league. I think it's going to be more team-driven. That's deep.
Off from White. Smith into the hands of Smart. Here comes LeBron James again. Lost it, coming off his first 2 points of the half from the line. There's the blitz by White. Good rotation. Smart. Hachimura. Smart pass for Vanderbilt. Although they probably prefer Rui shooting that. Nice save by Buzelis. Off of LeBron James. It'll be Bulls ball.
And you watch LeBron. I mean, it doesn't like he's 41 years old.
Oh, yeah. I think those 14 games he had to sit out to start the year might have helped him. Buzelis cuts, flips, and foul. You see LeBron yelling.
Hawaiian restaurant in Chicago's Lincoln Park neighborhood that serves authentic plate.
11 wins this year after trailing by double digits. They trailed by 20 in the second, got as close as 1 in the third, but could not take the lead.
Well, this is the switch they want right here.
And they want James with Vucevic guarding.
Go right in the post now, Kobe.
Now the double again. Smart feeds Laravia. Buzelis jumping out on him. Late in the clock, they rotate to Rui. Hachimura for 3.
See, that was a good play that time because he got the play with Vuce that he wanted, but he saw Kobe. Oh, nice one. That should be in one.
Giddey puts it in with the clutch.
Yeah, he got hit in the head by.
LeBron, the spin, too strong on the layup. Hayes' tap wouldn't go. Buzelis trying to flag it down and does. Here comes White to Giddey. Behind the back. Smith, corner 3. And Laravia with the rebound.
Oh, Laravia, good box out that time.
He's able to take Vucevic out of there. Here's LeBron backing down against Kobe White.
So he wants you to come to double. He's already know where the ball's going to go.
Oh, nice job by White. Diving towards the sideline. Kobe White. Good effort on the defensive end. He read that exit pass out of the double that time. Exactly what you were talking about. LeBron was waiting for it. He and Smart exchanging.
Well, there he is. He shoots the gap.
To the scorer's table. No. Rebound Giddey.
Well, that might be the guy you want to shoot the ball.
Dosunmu, nice maneuvering inside against the shot blocking Jackson Hayes.
Oh, he shot out like he was in a cannon. He split the defense.
Hachimura's season high is 28. He's got 22 on 11 shots tonight. And a foul on White.
Here's your fast break replay brought to you by your Chicago or Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealership. And the Bulls off and running. Ayo He's on the Autobahn right there. That's a good pass ahead.
Hasn't been as sharp the last couple of games, but as you always point out, when he's not shooting well, he starts to attack to get himself into a rhythm.
Get back, get back.
Yeah, Vucevic has to recover. Here's Hachimura, who's having a big night off the bench. He was huge for them against Dallas, and has been huge tonight. And he draws a foul on Jalen Smith. He'll have a chance for his first points at the free throw line tonight.
Oh, that's just right. A little two-man game. Here's the switch. LeBron James.
This is pretty cool. Nippon Koku, that is the 2 of the 8 ever Japanese-born NBA players, and is one of 2 ever drafted players from Japan. The only other player that was ever drafted out of Japan was 7 feet 8 inches tall. His name was Yasutaka Okayama, drafted in the 8th round by the Golden State Warriors in 1981. Smith drives, nice clutch, and he draws a foul. I think that might be LeBron. It is, and that will be the second on James.
Well, still a lot of time here for the Bulls to dig in.
And now Herder.
Oh, they missed Fuchs there now. Take
Now
your time, clear out. Go to work.
He will not. He'll find Dosunmu for 3.
Three's better than 2, according to the analytics.
Well, and numbers, but I see what you're saying. He's not really taking advantage of the mismatches tonight, but he'll take the assist, and the Bulls will too, to cut into a single-digit game. Doncic against Dosunmu. Little Dirk Nowitzki, jumper goes down for Doncic, who just shakes his head at Dosunmu.
Wow.
That is a 39-point effort for Luka Doncic tonight.
Man.
He just snapped the Bulls' skid of 12 straight three-point misses. Almost lost it to Hachimura there. Finds Herder. Drive. Kick. The step. White for 3. Big one. Vucevic taps it back up and in.
There you go, Vucci Main. Get that ball inside.
That's a double players and double-doubles right behind LeBron James. Here is James on the attack. Fading jumper off target.
Be careful here now.
Trying to rip through, and it's tapped out of bounds. Kobe's looking for the foul, and Scott, a frustrated White, goes to the bench for a breather. Giddey and Okoro and Herder and Smith and Dosunmu. Giddey. They rotate it. 7 to shoot. Ayo pulls the trigger. That won't go, and it is grabbed by Jackson Hayes. Here comes Smart. Lakers have kept the Bulls at arm's length since being up 20. Here's Luka against Giddey. Thought about it, took it, misfires. Approaching 5 minutes to play. Dosunmu trying to turn on the afterburners. And a foul is called. Will it be Hayes? It will.
Well, he took that right to the chin.
Download the Bulls app presented by AT&T. Enjoy new and improved features, including in the month of January in the NBA. Ayo Dosunmu has hit a couple tonight. He's got 18 points. White's got 20. Doncic has 39. They're doubling Luka.
Get back. There you go. Match up.
Smart runner short, and that's going to be that was one of those situations where it feels like had he made the shot, they would not have called the foul on Dosunmu. Instead, it is a late but proper whistle on Dosunmu. You got him on the arm. That's the right call. It was a late whistle, though. By Nationwide agent Jeff Vukovic, get to enjoy knowing the Vuka as much as you do. Over on Sunset Boulevard, grabbing a microphone with a band behind him, just putting out some quality tunes.
You know, I have to admit, I'm a pretty good karaoke singer.
I would very much like to be a part of that.
We need to do it one night.
I think that'd be a you and me thing. Herder thought about it, took it, won't go. Good positioning by the Lakers for that rebound. Laravia and Smart.
That second possession, the Bulls came up empty on.
Herder trying to stick with Doncic. Didn't bite on the fake. Doncic a line drive. He wanted the foul on that one. I thought Herder staying down on it was part of the. Oh my gosh!
Oh, Magic Giddey again!
Again, this one doesn't count.
Oh my goodness! There's something about the Lakers uniform with it.
7-3 and a 42-point night working. White rattles one home. They needed that one. JJ is going to call a timeout.
He wants to finish.
Hachimura had a lot to do with the comeback. And here is Luka looking for 45 points. His 8th three of the night.
Oh, my. He letting you know, too.
One of those nights where he is absolutely feeling it. A takeaway. Hayes between the legs.
Oh, wow.
A showtime dunk on the fly by Jackson Hayes.
I'll tell you what, that's an athletic play from a big guy. He got the steal, and wow, that was whew.
And just like that, 5 quick ones to go up by 14 points.
You know, Isaac Okoro is not in the game, so Luka's pretty much having a field day, whoever's guarding him.
He has hit a season-high 8 triples tonight. Dosunmu gets the floater to go. 2.5 left. And the Bulls not only are going to need a comeback, they're going to need a miracle like they had a year ago against this team to win it. And LeBron, smartly outside of the 2-minute mark, lets the ball roll to burn some of those extra seconds before he picks it up.
What do you think about this? There's many great players that have come here. Luka's the first opposing player to come in with a 45-point, 10-assist game. He's getting ready to get a triple-double. He's got 7.
The season high is 49 points.
See, they're splitting time right now with that works well in the pick and dive to the rim game, and that's what Luka likes.
A real rim runner with, as you have witnessed tonight, if you hadn't before, some clear-cut, impressive athleticism. 46 and 10 for Doncic. Nice move, but couldn't finish Ayo. Here comes LeBron with less than 2 minutes to play. Knocked away by Smith.
Oh, come
whistle.
on now. That's a late whistle right there.
On Fridays on the Chicago Sports Network at 4 p.m. Central, and you can watch on demand of the CHSN app. Listen wherever you get your podcasts. Stacey and Mark joined by some of the best guests from the world of sports and entertainment each week.
Your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast show.
LeBron does have 24 points tonight, all 4 in the second half from the free throw line.
You got to wonder how much longer is Josh going to be on minutes restriction. That's a push on Hachimura.
So foul on Hachimura.
He looks like he's moving well, running well, stop cutting.
And they push that minute number up again tonight. Bulls had won the last 3 meetings, including sweeping the season series last year. First time they've done that in 4 years. So the Lakers in the first meeting this year have the advantage with 98 ticks left, up by 13. Doncic 4 away from a potential 50-piece. He'll feed LeBron. Wants movement.
He's got a small on him.
He wants to clear out to Doncic, looking for a career-high tying 9th three. It won't go. Vucevic finds Giddey. 70 seconds left. Giddey to the cup, lays it in. And it's down to an 11-point game. JJ Redick puts